the 12s. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Five-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Gtowncapp. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Nix. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Back to throw. Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Second and 1.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. That's taken in by his big tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
At the 8-yard line.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. He's got some room to operate. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. Now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Hold on a sec. Ready? Away.
Back to the air with Nix. Touchdown Broncos. R.J. Harvey taking it in. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Broncos 7, Seahawks nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
This is our last chance. Phone it in now.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Darnold. Will get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Go set. Go red, 80.
They'll get this complete to the tight end Barner. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there.
Go set.
Here's Darnold. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Set.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
The
Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 65 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Darnold from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, son. Red 80. Go 80.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 14.
That's good for a Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go, son. Red 80.
Now it's Darnold. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10. Now they'll send Kupp in motion right. First carry here for Ken Walker. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Donald. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
First down, Denver.
Now it's Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he has met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba with his 2nd touchdown here this first half. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now Myers for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. Boy, mounted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there, 2nd down. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
To throw is Nix. Open man, and again it's Sutton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing Nix. That is caught. And bulldozing his way through. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Next to the air. Sutton rolling it in on the left side. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 on the Seahawks 12-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have moved out in front. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
21. Seahawks 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Darnold. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Nix. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Reek Woolen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick six for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monster, as we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
The Seahawks, 48-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6. And they'll go with the ground attack here. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Looking to throw. Nix. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. After the interception, here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Darnold wants to change it up. As Shaheed going to go in motion. A give for Walker running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's Darnold. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Real side.
Back to throw, Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Darnold. They'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. To throw is Darnold. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
At the Broncos' 28-yard line.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Myers' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
when they went with the tunnel with a lead, they come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Here's Darnold. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Seahawks 24. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Go 80.
Looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Riley Moss. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's second down.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Nix. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Seahawks 24. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call it.
And my goodness, another interception. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. J.K. Dobbins, 45 yards.
And the Broncos get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Lutz for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
24. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition,
and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Oh, my son. 11.
And they'll run it here. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over at both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Oh, my son. Don't go. Hey, my son.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Yo, lady.
Now it's Darnold. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Ready. Captain.
Now it's Nix. And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
from 21 yards away.
And the Broncos have got it on cruise control.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Seahawks 24.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Second down and 4.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
54 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, yes, that's his third touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
The Seahawks will line up for the two-point conversion.
Ready.
They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Seahawks 32. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
A gain of 3, second down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
2nd and 7. To throw is Nix.
He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A tackle made by Boye Mafe.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Second down and 6 now.
Bombers.
Throwing Nix.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, and moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like, that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him now. They tend to leave him in.
Nix to the air.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
The kick by Lutz is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so that you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Yeah, Darnold's going to change the play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
19 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
At the 43-yard line.
Darnold from the gun. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cupp. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
And brings up third down.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Darnold. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Go, Eddie. Red Eddie. Red Eddie. Go, Eddie.
Here's Darnold. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Red Eddie. Red Eddie.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And that is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I'll tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Here's Nix. They'll get that complete to Franklin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here, some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch your team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
10 more there and another first down.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and goal.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Harvey is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people up the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw, Darnold. Going up top for Kupp. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Darnold. Throw out wide to Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Seahawks.
Now Darnold wants to change it up.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Darnold to throw again. His throw incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
On 4th down, Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead, late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Gain of 20. And the Broncos first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's taken in by Franklin. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down, Denver.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw, here's Nix. And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Nix to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top – what's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night. And I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan. Then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone. Spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not. You know I'm hot. How many licks till the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO. Then I moonwalked in a UFO. Mike my shoes with a Christmas wreath. Dropping these bars while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang. Landed on stage in your backpack filled with a new disease. Tell 'em my
fittingly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Seattle Seahawks and the Denver Broncos.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And here we go at Mile High. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Nick starting with the pass. Left side now caught by Sutton. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Complete to Cortland Sutton. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 44
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Bombers. Joe.
Nick's now to throw. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
He was taken down.
Offense to the line fast.
A loss of a yard. Brings up
out of the gun. It's Nix.
At the 49-yard line.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
All set to go now from the 35. On 1st down, it's Nix. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Tried getting it to Cortland Sutton.
Incomplete.
And it sets up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Nix from the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. We're going to keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
Ready? Bombers. Joe. Olay. She did right now, boys.
Throwing again. Here's Nix. It's his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos finish up an excellent opening series. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Darnold off the play action. Headed out right. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that makes it 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll air it out on 3rd. It's complete. Play made by Cup. And he has this down to the 34. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
Walker on 1st down. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
And the defender comes away with it. Tan has it.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back. Because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
Okay, the wide receiver is going to get it to begin the drive. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. The give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Captain. Hold on a second.
Shotgun snap to Nix. And that's away for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
Hauls in this punt at the 8. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
From the gun, Darnold. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting a drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Escapes the pocket. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop? We're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays. Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that out.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Play fake, Darnold. Bails out of the pocket quick. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That's P.J. Locke at the 20. And into the end zone he goes. A pick 6 for Denver.
I know you feel the same questions I do from people as, well, do you ever have a rooting interest in the game? Or is it hard to not root for your home team or anything like that? No, the only thing we root for, to be honest, is a close game. And right now, with this kind of start, it doesn't feel like we're going to have one.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Donald coming back after the pick. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. That's the end of one here. It's the Broncos out in front. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They've got 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Completed to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Keep going.
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
And the Seahawks, first down. A gain of 7. And the Seahawks, first down.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
Back at the 46-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. And again, it's Darnold. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off Brandon Jones. Man, these guys just can't get out of their own way right now, and we both know it's only going to hurt worse as this game rolls on.
Yeah, kind of stuck in a loop right now. I don't care what sport it is. If it's golf, if it's shooting a free throw, bat and baseball, like you grip it tight and you grip that ball tight, usually bad things follow.
Ooh, the wide receiver getting it to begin the drive. And he's going to get this one on the 36-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. But don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. Give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. Working inside the red zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He brings it in. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks. Well, nice for this offense to know that even when they don't find the end zone, they can still come away with some points and keep up an awfully impressive pace they've set for themselves.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Darnold. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
Man in motion here. On third down, Walker. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a third and short stop.
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about two. Now Darnold, fourth down. He's got it to his running back. Hit out of bounds after a small gain. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And the huge conversion gets them a new set of downs. First and 10 now from the 46. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. Cop the motion, man left. On second and 10 now, Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. They will continue to do so.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. That's the first down, and he's still going. And they make the tackle at the 38. And those are the hurry up here.
15 yards. And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
First and 10, Darnold. Completes it again to Smith and Jigba. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Throwing it again here. Into traffic, complete. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
10 more yards. That's another Seahawks first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Walker. He falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Seahawks chop some of the lead off before the half. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Seahawks 7. Jason Myers to kick off.
That lead trimmed just a bit. Down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Throwing here, Nix. Left side now caught by Sutton. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Offense up to the line fast.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35.
Nix from the gun. Nick Sutton with back-to-back catches. All right, short on marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Nix now, 3rd and 1. Dumps it off to his running back. This spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
No gain on the play.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. Going on 4th. Here's Nix. Throw is caught by the back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation, when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch. That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Number 14, Cortland Sutton.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Ready, Shannon. Captain.
Throw here, 3rd down. He's got Sutton complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Nix now on 1st and 10. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That is Nick Emanwari. And the Seahawks make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play.
Big gain downfield. And he's going to be driven out at the end. So some fireworks, no points, but a big play there. Help bring this 2nd quarter to a close. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun, Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Intended target there was Jackson Smith-Njigba. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. And they pick him off again! Picked off Brandon Jones! And into the end zone he goes. A pick 6 for Denver. Went to the old well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
That one splits the uprights, and the Broncos take a 3-possession lead.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold to throw. This is Kupp. That's Kupp. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Broncos take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
This is Sutton working the right side. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Ready.
Nix with it on 1st. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the 2 keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and that tremendous accuracy come to life.
He brings it in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Makes the throw again. Brings it in. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos make it a 24-point ball game.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off the pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
Darnold looking to throw. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to 3rd down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely 3rd down pickup.
Look at that power, deep left side. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a 4th down, it's back to 1st. Going on 1st. Here's Darnold. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
We hear about basketball on grass so much more of the space and speed coming to the NFL game. That play's so indicative of it. Get that point guard in the open field and let him do his thing.
Now go with Walker on the counter. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Going is Darnold on 3rd down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time, and that makes it 4th down.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game, and failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
4-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that lowers the lead to 21.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Flush out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely. Throwing it away.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos trying to end this before the final quarter. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out, so no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35.
35-yard line.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. The pistol snap, Darnold. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's not going to be able to add anything to that catch. So give him progress across midfield there to the opposing 46.
First down.
Here we go.
Working quickly here.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Seattle.
First and 10, Darnold. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's another Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Now Darnold.
First down, Seahawks.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he nearly gets him another first down as they force him out just shy of the marker.
Okay, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Here we go.
Working quickly here.
That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here's Darnold. To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on first down, Brock, but don't come away with any points just yet. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Second and 10, Darnold. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Broncos capitalize on yet another interception thrown in this game.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got first and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And the stop will be made as he gets this up to about the 18. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Ready. 11, 11, 11.
Receiver gets it again. Man, they're keeping him busy. He was descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Up to the ground by Nick Emanwari.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. And it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
This is a heater going deep. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Oh, my son.
To the air on 3rd and long. Back to a familiar target. It's Sutton. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31.
It's a gain of 11.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Broncos football, and they should be able to coast right through this 4th with that kind of lead. We've set it downs for them from the 31.
Oh, my son. Captain, Bombers, Joe. 37.
On first down, it's Nix. He finds Ingram working downfield here. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for a Broncos first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Captain.
Throwing again. Here's Nix. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love. To take possession in enemy territory as that return gets him across midfield.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run the football. Run it.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Here we go, son. Oh, lady.
Now Darnold off the play action. Connecting on the slant. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Here's Darnold, first and 10. Forced that to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Yo, lady.
On second and 10 now. Darnold. Going all the way to the end zone here. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Go, son.
Throw here, 3rd down. And this is another incompletion. This one misses the tight end. And that brings up 4th and long.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And it's complete. Play made by Cup. He's going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
A gain of 26 yards. Ready? And the Seahawks first down. First and goal.
And again, it's Darnold. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 5 brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Running for it, it's Walker. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on third and short.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. He's off to the races. 40. Hits the 20. And into the end zone he goes. A pick 6 for Denver. I don't know about you, Brock, but I could almost feel them going through the 5 stages of grief over on that sideline, watching their would-be touchdown pass in 6 points return the entire way to the opposite end zone for 6 on the other side of the board.
You just don't really believe it's happening until he's, well, 30, 40 yards into his return. Then you're just powerless. Kate, just over 40 times in the history of the NFL this has happened.
Wow.
What a return to add to that list.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Darnold's coming back after the pick. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Intended target that time was Kenneth Walker. So it's second down coming up.
At the 35-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. Here's a screen now for Walker. All right, short on marker for the moment, but they've got third and short coming up from their own 44. Offense to the line fast.
Brings up third down.
Looking to throw on third and 1. It's caught, Warner. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10.
Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Here we go.
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's second and inches at the Broncos' 42-yard line.
From the gun, Darnold. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. And goes to the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Intended target there was Jackson Smith and Jigba. And it's going to be second down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Darnold. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8, third down.
And it's third down.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. He's got his man. This is Walker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Here we go.
Offense up to the line fast.
That's another Seahawks first
That
down.
brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Seahawks hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. He's going to throw it again. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 11-yard line.
Throwing here, Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that takes them to 3rd down.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. And that'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a touchdown. The Seahawks making the scoreboard look a touch better. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance...
That's no good. The veteran mishits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table.
Jason Myers to kick off.
Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Going wide receiver run to start this series. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Completed over the middle. Still has some space inside the 35. Keeps himself upright. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos continue piling it on here in the 4th. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos continue piling on to this lead.
Broncos 52, Seahawks 16. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Design quarterback run here. They draw it up for him. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. So it's a win for the Broncos. And we didn't need to reach the closing stages of the game for this one to be over. They had things decided and fans heading for those exits well before the clock reached zeros here in the fourth.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night. And I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud.